Okay, so we got this load done, and let's see. Okay. Hopefully I hit the lighter tonight at 7 o'clock. Yeah. I think there's a time change on Sunday. I'm thinking it goes back an hour. Spring forward, fall back, something like that. I believe the time changes on Sunday. I'm not sure though. Boy, they designed this poorly. This just stays filled with water. Every time it rains, it just floods. And it just never goes away. Who were the engineers? That's what I want to know. Boy, they're just banging away on that complex. It is so amazing. I think they've got guys staying in there too, because they've got lighting and stuff. They got video cameras all over that thing. But I still wouldn't leave my tools, that's for sure. No, sir. I haven't seen the theater back open over here. There's a kid that works there that is a subscriber to my channel on YouTube, and he had said they had just opened back up, but it looks like they were closed again. It's a shame. But see, here's the thing. If they can't put a lot of people in there, they've got to air condition and heat that whole building, run the lighting, use water, all that stuff. And I mean, every time I would go by there, they'd have like 1 or 2 carloads of people. That's it. How do you make money and make your payroll too? I mean, your overhead would be disgusting. Oh, and I still need to go get some trash bags. Let's see how. Let's see, it's 6:30, so the Dollar Tree should still be open. Let's see if this one up here is not too busy. Maybe I can slide in and slide out. I just don't like to go, and they've got like 12 people parked over there because the checkers are so slow. It says the Dollar Tree. Dollar. Anyway, I was mentioning the grocery store. I'm going to tell you, the best thing we could do was get them checked in and checked out just as fast as we could. Take that money as fast as you possibly can. And don't give them time to stand there and bitch about anything. Just get them in and get them out. That's the way we did it. These people here, they just contemplate counting a dollar bill or something. I don't know what the deal is. I've seen them in Arkansas, but they have virtually no education at all and raised on a farm. And I'll tell you what, they can count money and they can get people in and out. I've seen them. I worked with a girl that could run an adding machine so fast to make you blind. She should have been a CPA. That's right. Be right back. Okay. My car's peeing. No, actually, it's marking its spot. It's just the air conditioner drain thing. Okay. I should really go down aisles of stuff I would just never purchase. Because I was running across some new stuff they had. And I thought it needed. I need to watch the pennies here. Gosh, it's like they dropped that before they put it in the cooler. Okay. You know my little pizza cooker thing that goes running around? That would be a really good thing to put, like, chicken pot pies on, like, stack 4 or 5 of them on there. You know, to cook for, you know, a group of kids or folks. For a nice little appetizer snack, something, dinner. And see how it cooks on that pizza cooker. Because pot pies are so small now, I bet it would fit on that pizza cooker. I used to make salmon pie because Ronald taught me how to do that back east Massachusetts food. And I used to make a deep dish, huge salmon pie. And the gravy from scratch. And use way too much salmon. And it was just really a tasty thing, actually. For casserole food, which I was not raised on. Kind of reminds me of a casserole. But it's really good. I'll tell you what was really good is when his dad, Oscar Fournier, when we went back to Massachusetts, he taught me how to make kale soup. And we went out and got fresh kale at the market in Boston. His mom's birthday night. And brought it back so Oscar could make the kale soup. And I thought it was stupid looking, but man, let me tell you what, he got done with that soup. That was the greatest tasting soup I think I've ever had, other than clam chowder. Really good. Oh God, that's right, it's Halloween night. But I do have candies. Dog. Jeez, come on, let's go. You could have gone before that, dude. I had to pull off the side. But at least I'm gonna get her. I spent so much time playing on the phone instead of paying attention to the road. I thought she was gonna turn and she wasn't paying attention. So I misjudged that one. That's for sure. Ooh, it smells like fire. Like a bonfire, not a fireplace. It smells like a bonfire. I didn't want to drive way over the other side of town. I've kind of been everywhere though so far tonight and today. But we're getting the job done. Got to 11 to try to run another load out there. Landed 3 today so far. Really good if I could get under the load. The Man on the Moon looks fantastic. Hello, Mr. Man on the Moon. Back in 1958, we drove an old V8, and when it turned 100,000, we pushed down a mile. Asked my daddy, where are we going? He said, just follow your nose. So I looked out the window and dreamed I was a cowboy. We didn't know who we were, we didn't know just what we did, but we were just a family on the road. Heading north to Canada, about a mile from Montana. My daddy read a sign that took us in the wrong direction. Asked my daddy, where are we going? He said, just follow your nose. So I sweet. I told her, I said, they should pay you more. I appreciate you being on the front end today. And she said, yes, they really should. They take a lot of risk. That store has a requirement of wearing masks, and so does that city over in Mary Esther. But the people don't give a damn. And you know what's really bad? Is you look at their license plate and they're tourists. The tourists disrespect us when they come here. And a huge part of them are from Texas. Now that makes me sad because I was transferred to go work in Texas for over a month, and I want to tell you, I made some fantastic coworker friends out there. Really had a blast. And I mean, people were giving us gifts before we left, and wow, it was so precious. And I still talk to all those people. Really, I do. Made some fabulous friends. The food is so good out there. That Mexican food, whoa. We went to one place and had some really good pho soup too, and it was quite reasonable over there. A restaurant outside of the mall. But that Mexican food at that gas station, whoa. Man, that was like breakfast. Oh my gosh, it's so good. That's one thing about Texas. They do have outrageously good Mexican food. And people in Texas, what's really weird is people in Texas, what was I gonna say? Oh, people in Texas, especially the foreign people like the Mexicans and the Persians and all that stuff, these people have no idea of what it's like to work 40 hours a week. To them, that's chump change. They are mad if they can't work over 40 hours a week. I talked to one guy who worked corner store, and he's kind of an older guy. He was Arab or something. And let me tell you, he was telling me, he said, oh, I work 3 jobs. He's like, I do 110 to 120 hours a week. And I'm like, what? He said, oh yes, I like money. I was like, okay then. That's some serious work in there. When you're banking up those hours, working almost 24 hours every day. I mean, it's money. The rent's high there too. It's like California. It's real high. The average apartment there is like $2,000. It's like, no, really? There's a place down, I think it's in Tampa, called the Luxury or something like that. Boy, is that a neat place. And they do them furnished, and the price is not bad. And they have like a full-size gym and stuff. But, oh my gosh, if you go on the internet and look at their website, for an apartment, I mean, they are sweet. I'm not an apartment person at all. But those are sweet. I would not mind living over there and getting like their 3 or 4 bedroom job, or whoa, are they hot. I'll tell you a cheap place to live. Niagara Falls, New York. You can get a 3 and 4 bedroom joint so dirt cheap it would scare you. If you go online and look, you would never believe it. I mean, but if you're in for that kind of weather, I mean, Memphis was huge money a while back. It's not anymore like it used to be. And I'm going to tell you, it would be worth paying, you know, the rent that they had then for that good money instead of having to drive back and forth. I owned my own houses back then, but I'm going to tell you, I can't stand that cold weather. Really, I can't. I'm not interested in shoveling snow. I've had to do that. I just hate it. I don't want to come out of the house. I mean, it's great for cooking because you can make, you know, homemade bread, and you just bake away when it's cold like that. It's just wonderful to make a bunch of neat things. Like I like to make like 6 pies at a time and then go give them to people. Like take them to the post office, just take them to people I do business with as gifts. But let me tell you, I'm just not a fan of the cold weather. But yeah, go look on the internet. Niagara Falls. You will never believe the rents out there for the biggest stuff you can get. It's like Guam prices, you know. Guam, you can get some unreal places to live for really reasonable, and it's all tropical. Your son freaked. I had to run and act like a freak in a Spider-Man outfit while the traffic's coming, instead of waiting and looking. Wow. I guess I'll have to look. Kenny, in case kids come. I don't know. I'm usually never home on Halloween night. I usually am working. This is like very much a first. So they still have that truck out there with that beautiful dining set. Dude, I like your longboard and your flashing face mask. That's cool. I don't know if anybody would come in here. This is not a children's place. Very few children live in the townhouses. And the ones that are kind of bad. Their parents don't pay attention that other people live here. I never let my kids act stupid like that. I took them places. You know? I wouldn't like them to disturb people. I'm trying to be respectful. You know? Because not everybody has kids. And you don't know what hours people work, you know? They might be working graveyards or something. And your kid's out there screaming and acting like a fool. You don't wake people up. Or anything. Oh, 68 degrees now. Hopefully we can pull another load, or we'll have to do one early in the morning. I was up so early this morning, it wasn't even funny, and I couldn't go back to sleep. So, oh boy. Well, I hope you guys have a great one. Love to you.